I turned my truck into an off-grid solar-powered battery bank. So I have 200 watts of solar. These are the Renogy flexible panels that I have mounted directly to the roof. Not necessarily saying that this is the best way to do it, because most people online say that there needs to be some kind of an air gap there. There's a small air gap due to the ridges of the top of the truck, but most people will put some coroplast or corrugated plastic attached to the bottom of the solar panel. But with this, I wanted it to be as low profile as possible so that it sits down on the roof, it looks nice, and it doesn't grab wind. So let me show you inside where I have the batteries, wiring, and inverter. First, I'm gonna get my soft topper laid down so that it's easier to see. So taking down the soft topper is easy as unbuckling these buttons, unstrapping the two straps like this on both sides of the back, and pushing it forward. Just kind of like a boat top, like a boat bimini top, if you've seen something like that before. So I have a lot of junk in here, but I'm getting everything organized for a really long trip out west in my new camper. But let me get this out of the way, these water jugs, and then I'll show you from the very back. So right here, this is a Bouge RV dual-sided fridge freezer, or fridge, or just a freezer, however you want to do it. It can be it has two separate containers, so I can have a fridge and a freezer, have the whole thing be a fridge, have the whole thing be a freezer. And then right here is a 2000 watt pure sine wave Renogy inverter. And before I go any further, none of this is sponsored. I pay for this all with my own money. Nobody asked me to do this video, but I do have an Amazon affiliate deal. So I'm gonna leave all of the Amazon links to all of this in the description. So if you do decide to buy something through those Amazon links, I get a really small commission from it. Just kind of helps keep things going and offset some of the costs that I had from installing all of this and buying it. So this cooler is actually on a slide, so it slides out to about right here so that I can easily get in and out of it, especially when the top's up. But I'm sure what y'all are most interested in is the battery and wiring setup. So first off, my solar panels, I'm still waiting on one piece from Renogy. They sent me the wrong cable, so I'm waiting on them to send the correct one to actually finalize hooking the solar panels up to the charger. But right here, I have two 200 watt Renogy lithium batteries. These are the mini, so they're actually a lot smaller than a normal 200 watt lithium, and even smaller than the 200 watt hour lead acid batteries or AGM batteries. I think they only weigh about 40 pounds. So between these two batteries, I get about 5 kilowatt hours, and they only weigh about 80 pounds, which is awesome. So this is the 50 amp MPPT and DC to DC charger. So I have that run into this bus bar, and the fuses, they're back here behind the battery and everything, so it's a little bit harder to see. Let me see if I can get y'all in there to see the fuses. Maybe not, hopefully. But anyways, I have a couple of 60 and 70 amp fuses coming out of the positive side, and then obviously I have a fuse right here going to the 2000 watt inverter, and then just a regular cigarette lighter plug going to the 12 volt fridge. So this charger runs to the alternator of my truck. So when I'm driving, it recharges the batteries. And then once I get the solar finally hooked up, then it'll be able to prioritize the solar as the main source of charging when there's adequate solar power, or solar or sun, whatever you want to call it. I just mounted it on a piece of plywood. I painted it. I had some extra paint laying around, so I went ahead and painted it just for looks and to make it last a little bit longer, hopefully. So yeah, like I said, I've got about, it's 400 amp hours at 12 volts is about 5 kilowatt hours from the calculators online. I'm not an electrician or an expert in solar by any means, so this isn't maybe a how-to video, but just showing you what I have set up. So this is the bed of my truck currently. I have, obviously, I've noticed that vertical storage in a short bed like this is a 5'2" bed. So that's really the only reason that I'm not turning this into a camp spot where I can sleep and that kind of stuff. So I'm using it for storage, because when I get my camper this weekend, that's obviously where I'm gonna sleep and all of that good stuff. And that's where all my food and water and stuff will go, in the galley of the camper. But this 2000 watt pure sine wave renogy inverter will allow me to just plug an extension cord into here, run it to the 110 plug on my camper, and I'll be able to power my Zero Breeze, the lights. There's an outlet in there so I can charge my phone just as a 110, and you know, pretty much anything else that I might want to add to it. I ran this fridge freezer just as a test off of the batteries. I think I maybe drove it for about 30 minutes during this time while I was testing it, and it ran for over 4 days, and then I just turned it off because I didn't want to run the batteries down, and I was working on finishing up the solar panel attachments. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I'll have any issues keeping this running just with daily driving, but the solar panels are an added charging thing to keep the batteries topped off. So yeah, if you want to see more about it, I'm going to do a full walkthrough of my truck and camper. I'm going to Tiny Camper Company this Saturday to pick up my camper, and it's going to be fun. So stick around, be sure to like and subscribe. And again, I'm going to put the links to everything you see here for my entire setup in the description. Thanks for watching.